So Ian Foster's All Blacks keep setting records. Unfortunately, it's for historic losses, not wins. And I thought you were going to score.
Ask a better question, you get a better answer.
Hi guys, welcome back. So New Zealand 18, Argentina 25. Well done Argentina. What a shift they put in. A terror at the breakdown. Twice as many tackles. Buffelli an absolute dart with the boot. Yeah, and history is made for the All Blacks. They have to think again after that big win against South Africa. They thought they were on the upward spiral, but here an historic loss at home. You know, that's another big blow at home. They lost the series to Ireland. Now they lose to Argentina for the first time. Big questions for sure, but let's get into this game. Now, to start with, it was looking pretty good for New Zealand. And to be honest, in attack, they showed quite a lot. They just couldn't get it going. At the beginning, they were going through their early shape. They were, grinding up the pitch. They were hitting pretty hard. It wasn't all just chuck the ball around. I quite liked it. Mo'unga, though, missed a tricky kick. Didn't kick the best. Buffelli definitely outkicked him. Both defences looked pretty sharp. They were coming up fast. The big difference in this game was the New Zealand defence just gave away too many penalties, even though they made half as many tackles. Both sides got an early penalty. The difference was at the beginning, Buffelli slots his. He's got a lot more range than Mo'unga for sure. Just bashes them over. Really impressive. 0-3 for the start for Argentina. New Zealand turned down a kickable penalty, go to the line out, but it's the right decision. Great maul here, completely splinter Argentina. They just get off centre on their maul, manage to go around the side. Argentina can't recover at all. Takiaho, the best player of the last two games for New Zealand, piles over 5-3. I just wonder if they took him off a bit early, actually, Takiaho, because he has been one of their best players, and Taylor had a bit of a shocker again. But anyway, Mo'unga missing the kick again. So, that's 5 points gone already there from kick. So could have been telling. A good point for New Zealand, and there were plenty of good points, is the new look front row played really well, scrummaged really well. Scrum looked good all game. De Groot, Lomax, Bow when he came on, looking good. Takiaho looking good. So, yeah, good signs there. But then a lightning counter-attack from Argentina, really sharp on a mistake. New Zealand get themselves into that ruck defence trouble, which they got into all game. Too easy, get a penalty, Argentina go ahead 5-6. And the New Zealand defence was up quick. It was too keen. If I could characterise their problem in this game, I'd say they were over-eager, too keen, going off their feet, etc. They just need to tidy up. That's something Joe Schmidt is all about, tidying up those things, so I'm sure he'll be all over that. He almost looks like the head coach, to be honest, in that box. I wonder, what Foster thinks about having Smith over his shoulder. But anyway, there we go. But 20 minutes in, I make a note. It's a good close contest. There's a lot of penalties on both sides, so we're not getting a lot of flow, but it is tight, it is exciting. Then we get the first real impressive attack from the All Blacks, going through loads of phases. They work from deep in their own half, but they're not chucking it about all over the place. They are hitting hard as well. They work a full 60 metres, just getting over the gain line, The likes of Frizzell, Ardy Surveyor making really good ground. And they get an easy 3 points, so they go ahead 8-6. That was looking good. Then it's a classic opportunist try from the All Blacks. Argentina overthrow. Sevilla spots it's on out wide straight away, which is smart. They move the ball wide. Nice handling from everyone. Geordie Barrett just straightens a fraction, which is enough for the drifting defence. Puts him through, so he can then put the pass into Clark for a good finish. So 15-6, and it's looking really good. New Zealand getting their attacking going. I'm thinking, can they kick on here? Definitely, this is an opportunity. But in the last 5 minutes of the half, Argentina come back strong. It's that really strong ruck work again. Over the ball from Montoya, he was brilliant. Buffelli, 50-metre kick, but that's nothing to him. Just bangs it over, gobbles it up. Yum, yum. 15-9. Great stuff from him. Then another penalty. I think it's the 8th penalty of the half already. Buffelli smashes it over. 15-12. So the game's really close when New Zealand possibly could have pulled away in that half. And at this point, guys, I'm going to mention my affiliate link. If you're wanting to watch the match abroad, or you're struggling to watch Stan Sports or Sky Sports on the internet you've got at the moment, on the network you're on, maybe use a VPN. I've got a great deal here for Private Internet Access VPN. 3 months free, plus you get 83% off as well for 2 years. I think that's $2.11 roughly for 2 years, which is pretty decent. 30-day money-back guarantee, all that sort of thing, encrypted IP address, all the security a VPN can give you. If you want to give it a go, I've seen some of you have tried it already, which is fantastic. Use the link below to click on that. So go through that link. It is an affiliate link, but you will get that deal. So yeah, go for that if you want to try a VPN. Into the second half, both sides are right on it. Another 3 points given up by New Zealand. You know, tricky miss from Geordie Barrett this time, but they have given up a number of points already. Ardy Severe, as he often does, is going on a one-man mission. I just love it when he's like that, carrying the ball. This time a clever pop pass, frees Frizzell, who offloads to Bauer. Good bump off, it's looking good. Matera tackles off the ball, maybe a little lucky there, but they get the penalty, 18-12. Yet again, I'm thinking, can this be the momentum shift for New Zealand? But holy smokes, straight from the kickoff, Gonzalez snaffles the ball. Clark and Smith make a right hash of the attempted tackle of who's going to take who. Smith, doesn't even get close, to be honest. Gonzalez charges over, 18-19. So obviously Buffelli nails the touchline conversion. What a game for him. So Argentina are actually in the lead just once again when it looked like New Zealand might get ahead. But there definitely were positives for New Zealand. The front rows, both the front rows for New Zealand, looking really good in the scrum. A little question for you guys. Was the Georgian ref a little whistle happy, or was there just lots of infringements to blow? Anyway, 55 minutes. The Argentinian back row and Montoya again have been an absolute menace at this breakdown. Yet again, another ruck penalty against New Zealand. And of course, the man Buffelli thumps it over, 18-22. So we're out to 4 points now. New Zealand securing the ruck. Yeah, it's been one of their weak points. In week one, in round one, it was a weak point against South Africa and it could cost them the game. Here I was making a note and maybe it did cost them the game. Now, Cody Taylor is on, like I said, fairly early. I'm not quite sure why he had to be on that early when Takiaho's playing so well. He made a few errors, overthrow on 60 minutes in a good attacking position. The All Blacks, you have to say again, had lots of good points as well. Excellent under the high ball. I thought Will Jordan and Geordie Barrett dealt with the high ball very well, like on round two, but that wasn't the area that lost them the game. But on 64 minutes, their discipline, the area that probably is losing them the game, strikes again. Kane with a silly off-the-ball tackle on Matera. Obviously, Buffelli steps up, nails it. So they move ahead 7 points. So, even if the All Blacks score a converted try, it's only a draw. And I make the note, cliche alert, next score is vital. Kane goes off again, which is interesting. Happy to take their captain off. I think it's the right call. He hasn't been that effective. Certainly outplayed at the breakdown by Argentina. And on 67 minutes, finally we get the All Blacks back with a building attack with good phases. It's been so long since I wrote that. But they get into the Argentina danger zone. But just brilliant ruck contest from Argentina. Surprise, surprise, it's sealing off from New Zealand again. Penalty count must be absolutely huge. I mean, I'm recording this straight after the game, so I haven't looked at the numbers. Put them in the comments below with those penalty counts. I'd love to know. Frizzell cops a yellow. Yeah, it was definitely a silly penalty in the side at the maul, but it's kind of a accumulation of the team penalties. But he goes off, which definitely doesn't help because he's been pretty good, to be honest. He has been putting himself about in attack and defence. Now, big decision here on the penalty. They absolutely, I think, should have gone for a long-range penalty with Buffelli because he's kicking so well, and that would have put it beyond a converted try, but they don't. They go for the corner. They muck it up. That makes the end exciting, but the game probably should have been put to bed there. Anyway, All Blacks, they're searching for holes in the Argentina defence, which there aren't any. The big hits forcing them back, which is really good. Making a huge number of tackles, well over 100, near 150 tackles it must have been at the end. Immense effort. Can they see the game out? One little funny note here is you don't want to be a coaching desk when Michael Checker's around smashing it when things aren't going their way. That's always funny to watch Checker in the box, that huge emotion. But it fits quite well with the Argentinian psyche. 5 minutes to go. A huge All Blacks error. Again, it's on the 22. In the line out, Petty, I think, steals the ball. They get a second go. It looks like they've got another really good chance. 5 metre line out. and it's Taylor having his nightmare appearance off the bench. It's a rush line out. It's not straight. It's not good enough. And that's the game all over. History has been made. So that is the game, 18-25 to Argentina. Congratulations to them. Worked so hard, so aggressive in defence, so good at the breakdown. All Blacks, just not tidy enough. They should have won this game if they'd kept nice and tidy. I think their attack looked good enough. Their set piece looked okay. But when you make that many mistakes, yeah, you don't deserve to win. So pop all the comments below. Let me know what you thought, and I'll catch you next time.